things, and you're probably up early, but yes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead.
Should I take my socks off? Does it matter?
Whatever you're comfortable.
Okay, I'll leave them on.
I'm just like hot and sweaty because I've been drinking tea this morning. We're gonna go ahead and start in the seated position.
Okay.
Starting in easy pose, we're gonna go ahead and arrive, so just kind of wiggle yourself down until your sit bones get grounded down into the mat. You can place your hands wherever you're feeling comfortable. Just close your eyes and focus on your breath. Your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them. We're going to start with some gentle neck rolls to the front, tucking the chin into the chest, and then rolling back. Just be careful of the neck as you're rolling back. Try to sync it with your breath as you inhale, chin forward, down to the chest, and exhale as you open up the throat, rolling the neck back. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and switch directions. And then go ahead and find neutral with the neck. We're gonna take the shoulders, inhale them up to your ears, and then exhale, drop them down. One more time, inhale them up, and exhale, drop them down. Very good. Moving into a cat-cow position, coming into tabletop first. Make sure that the, excuse me, the shoulders are over the wrists, spread the fingers wide, and that your knees are under your hips with the feet actively pressing into the top of the ground. If I can get the hair out of my mouth. We're gonna go ahead and inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest and the throat area, looking forward. And exhale, round through the spine, push the ground away, keeping space in between, creating space, in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest and the throat. And exhale, rounding. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck the toes. We're going into our first down dog for the day. You're going to send the hips up and then back. And then go ahead and pedal out the feet or take any kind of free movement here that you would like. Just warming the legs up, giving the shoulders and the back a chance to move a little bit. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and find stillness. Again, sending those hips high up into the sky. And then go ahead and walk your way to the top of the mat, coming into a forward folded position. Letting the head hang heavy. Give yourself a nice generous bend in the knees here, allowing the chest and the belly to meet the top of the legs. And on your next inhale, we're going to root good to rise, go ahead and slowly start to stand your way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Neck is the very last thing to rise, standing tall in your mountain pose or Tadasana. Pausing just to notice how you feel. We're going to go ahead and inhale the arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. Inhale, finding half lift. And exhaling to fold. Inhale, stepping back into a nice active plank here. Exhale as you pause. And on your next inhale, you're going to shift forward and then lower down to the earth. Untuck the toes, and then inhale yourself up to a baby cobra or your version of cobra. Make sure you're drawing the shoulder blades down the back of the body, away from the ears. Go ahead and release down to the earth. Coming back into your downward dog position, however you would like to get there.
This reminds me how out of shape I am right here.
Right? This is what I call the shoulder shredder anyways. So, and then go ahead and make your way to the top of the mat. Finding that forward folded position again. Inhaling for half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, send the arms up, overhead, nice big stretch here. This time when you exhale, I want you to cactus the arms open to the sides, really just opening up the chest area here, drawing the shoulder blades down the back body. And then let the arms float down to the side. All right, moving into chair pose. So from here, you can either bring the feet together or you can leave them shoulder width apart, whatever you're most comfortable with. Go ahead and send the hips back, squat down like you're sitting in a chair. Now with your arms, if you are able to, you can send them up overhead. If this is a lot on your shoulders, just bring them down into heart center or even hands at the hips. It's just gonna depend on what your shoulder strength is and what your mobility is in your shoulders. Make sure you're drawing that low belly in. Sending the weight back towards the heels. You might even be able to pick up your toes and wiggle them a little bit. Excellent. Go ahead and bring the hands into heart center. We're going to take a small twist here. You're going to take the left elbow and hook it to, as best as you can, to the outside of your right knee. Start to open up towards the side here. Now, if you don't turn all the way, that's fine. And if you notice, when I twisted, that left knee popped forward. So if you can draw that back and try to keep those knees in line with each other, that's helpful. Easier said than done.
Right.
Excellent, go ahead and untwist, coming back to the center. Just pausing for a second. And then twisting with the right elbow to the outside of that knee there, as best as you can get it there. And again, checking the alignment with the knees. Yours look great.
It feels impossible.
It does.
Let it go forward.
It takes a lot of strength in the hamstrings. Excellent. Go ahead, untwist. And from here, we're going to send those arms back overhead, and then you're going to step your left leg back. You're already there. You're in a crescent lunge position here. So from here, I really want you to activate the arms, reaching high towards the sky. Maybe you bend back a little bit, but keep that low belly tucked in. Don't strain your back. From here, we're going to twist and come into warrior two. So your back leg is going to twist and plant with the back edge of the foot somewhat facing the back edge of the mat. Whatever you're feeling comfortable with, make any kind of adjustments, and then send the arms out long to the side. From here, we tend to lean forward a lot, so take your midsection, boop, boop, drop back. Make sure you're all in line here in the center.
We need a mirror.
I know, right? All right, you're gonna go ahead and flip the front arm over, palm facing the sky, and then you're gonna reach forward, scoop up some air, and then send it backwards, coming back into a humble warrior. Very good. Breathing deep into that side body stretch. Go ahead and let it go, coming back into warrior two, moving into extended side angle. From here, we're gonna go ahead and place the elbow on the top of the thigh here, and then we're gonna take the opposite arm, swing it down and forward, reaching up high above you, or to the front of the mat rather. Nice big stretch in the low body, and if you're able to turn your chest more towards the side, like facing the door.
Oh,
Sorry.
I should turn around, but.
That's okay, no, you're fine. Very good, coming back up into warrior two. And then we're just gonna step it together at the top of the mat, coming into a nice tall mountain pose. Again, noticing how you feel. This time we're gonna go ahead and step the right leg back, coming into that crescent lunge position on the right side, sending the arms up high. Nice big stretch here. Go ahead and open up into warrior two. Again, planting the back foot, sending the arms out long. Go ahead and flip the front palm over, lean forward, scoop up some air, send it back, coming into your humble warrior position. Nice big stretch here in the side body. And then coming back into warrior two, moving into extended side angle. Take the elbow, top of the knee, circle the long arm forward, and open up towards the side. You should be creating a nice long line between the back leg, all the way up through the side body, top of the head and the arm. Coming back into warrior two, pausing for just a moment. And then stepping to the front of the mat, bringing it together into your nice tall mountain pose. From here, we're gonna come into the center of the mat, so just take a couple steps back. And we're about some balancing. If you fall over, it's normal. Just take a quick deep breath and just reset yourself. All right, we're gonna start by taking the right knee and bringing it up in front of us. Now, if this is too much, at any time you can go ahead and tap the knee down or the toe down, whatever works best for you. Okay. We're gonna create little arms in front of us. Take that right elbow and drive it back, starting to twist to face the right side of your mat. I know, easier said than done.
Yeah. Does this get better with time, your balance?
Oh, yes.
As you do it more and more, yeah.
Yep. We're just working on those little muscles that we don't necessarily notice, but you'll notice them after today.
This is why I wanted to start doing this, because my balance and all that.
Absolutely.
And I don't do anything else, so I need to start moving.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and face back towards the front, bringing our arms to heart center here. And then to the best of your ability, we're gonna start to send that front leg back behind us. We're coming into a warrior three position. Now, if warrior three looks like this for you, that's fine, okay? This is where it starts. But as you're able to progress, you may be able to flex that foot and lift it off of the ground, keeping the hips square down towards the earth. Your best of your ability. And if you're able, you can send the arms. back behind you or up ahead, depending on whatever version you are wanting to take today. Very good. You're doing excellent.
I need a bar.
Start low, start low. Really push through that heel, active, strong leg here. Excellent. All right, go ahead and bring the feet back together, nice and controlled. Pausing for just a second, bringing the hands back into heart center. We're gonna start to go into tree pose. So for tree pose, you're gonna take your right foot, pop it up on the toe, okay? From here, you're gonna rotate it out, again, to the best of whatever your hips rotate at. And then we're gonna start at the ankle. You just take the foot, press it into the ankle.
Yeah, this was hard too.
Yep. And then from there, you can choose how high you wanna take the foot off the ground. So you can bring it up to the calf, the midline, or you can reach down and tuck it in to the side, but you're creating a compression. So as your foot is pressing into your leg, your other leg is pressing back. That's how you create that compression. And again, move it to whatever is the best of your ability. And if it's easier to put your hands on, right? That's if it's easier to put your hands on your hips, do that. It's a hard one.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of muscles in the
I
feet
feel so
too.
wobbly.
A lot of muscles in the feet to do it. My feet, bottom of my feet are on fire right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Excellent. Go ahead and let it down. Let it go. All right, facing back again to the front of the mat. We're gonna do it on the other side now. Grounded now to those feet. Go ahead and start to lift that left knee up. Go ahead and taking those little arms in front of you and take that left elbow, drive it back, coming into that twist. Ooh. This is my bad side.
Do I face forward though? You said
Yeah.
twist, do I?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Turn it to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Put a little bend in that bottom leg, your standing leg. There you go. Sometimes it helps create some balance. Excellent. Go ahead and unwind. And now we're sending it back into the best version that we have of Warrior 3. So if you send those toes back, if you tap them down if you're here, that's fine. If you want to challenge yourself, you can start to lift that foot off the ground. But you're creating that nice long active line between the heel and the top of the head. Pick a spot on the ground, focus on it. Preferably a little bit out in front of you, not at your toe. Picking whatever your version of your Warrior 3 is today. Go ahead and let it go. We'll kind of come into that tree pose again. Taking the toe, pop it up, turn it out, and then press that foot into the ankle. Other opposite leg is pressing back. I told you this is my bad side. And then bringing it up to whatever your version of this looks like. My feet are on fire. Focusing on that breath. Shake it out. I know the legs and the arms, everything's burning, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
All right, go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Excuse me. We're gonna inhale the arms up. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, finding half lift. Exhaling to fold. Go ahead and step it back into plank. When you're ready, we're gonna shift forward and then lower down to the mat. Untuck the toes, raising yourself up into your version of Cobra. Remember to draw those shoulder blades away from the ears. Melting back down to the mat. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and come back up into just a plank position this time. Now, if full plank is too much for you, from here, go ahead and drop the knees. That way you're still maintaining that nice long line between, the top of your head and your tailbone here, nice long straight spine. And then from here, go ahead and untuck the toes in the left leg, and then take the right leg, send it out long behind you. You may notice that your hips will come back more into a tabletop position, and that's okay, so we're gonna work on it. From here, on your next inhale, you're gonna take the right knee, bring it up and match it to the right elbow. Again, to the best of your ability. And then exhale, send it back. Again, this time we're gonna take the right knee, bring it up to the left elbow, so you're crossing it across your body to the best of your ability. And then exhale, send it back. This time we're gonna inhale, bring it into knee to nose, if you can touch your nose. And then exhale, send it back. This time we're gonna bring the foot forward and plant it to the outside of the right hand. If it gets halfway and then you gotta pick your hand up and move it, it's totally fine, however it takes to get there. We're coming into a low lunge position. Keeping the hands planted on the ground here. And we're just stretching out the hip flexor here. You wanna rock back and forth a little bit. Just giving yourself some space to get warmed up in that hip flexor, ready for all the walking and standing, hopefully you get to do today. All right, from here we're gonna start to rise up, and I want you to back out of your lunge a little bit because we're gonna go into that twist. So take the hands into heart center, take that left elbow as best you can, try to get it to the outside of that right knee. It's not gonna go all the way, and then try to make your chest match to where your hands are as you twist open to the side of the mat. My chest doesn't go all the way to my hands, so don't feel bad. Nice deep twist here. Excellent, go ahead and untwist, send the arms up high. Cactus them open to the sides, creating nice deep space. Inhale and back up. And then let the hands float back down to the mat. Go ahead and bring that right knee back, coming back into your version of plank. Now you're gonna take the left leg and send it out long behind you. And then as you inhale, you're gonna bring the left knee, left elbow. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, left knee, right elbow. And exhale, send it back. Inhaling, bringing that knee to the nose, if you can get it there. Exhale, send it back. This time you're bringing the left foot forward and planting it to the outside of your left hand. And again, stretching into that right hip flexor, creating any kind of movement that you need to. If you're like me, you got things that are pinching, they don't feel very good. So you gotta move around a little bit to find that level of comfort. Should never be about pain. If there's pain experienced, we gotta back off and try something different. We're gonna go ahead and bring those arms up. Again, backing out of that lunge. Bringing those hands into heart center. And then twisting over with the right elbow outside of the left knee, and then trying to make that chest match where our hands meet. Unravel, inhaling the arms up high, nice deep stretch here, exhaling, cactusing those arms open, and inhale, send it back up to the sky. Go ahead and float the arms back down to the earth. Untuck that foot, coming into a tabletop position here. Go ahead and take any kind of wiggling free motion that you might need. We're going to sink back into a child's pose. So you're going to bring the big toes together, send the knees out as wide as you prefer, and then start to sink the hips back. Now from here, you can keep the arms extended, long. If you're looking for a more restful position, you can just let them fold in by your sides here. And if you're looking for a deeper stretch into the shoulder area, you can kind of walk your thumbs in to where they're touching, and then bend your elbows, coming into like a prayer position behind your head. If I can keep my hair off my elbows. And that creates a nice deep stretch through the shoulder girdle here. Again, finding whatever the version is that you want to take today. I want you to listen to your body. Go ahead and slowly begin to push yourself up to a seated position. And then swing the legs forward in front of you. Moving into our lovely ab work for the day. Everybody loves this part. All right, so from here, you're just gonna send the feet out like a butterfly position in front of you.
Now I know why you don't wear socks.
Well, my feet, like I get to slide in and it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
But they do have like those like grippy socks. I haven't tried them yet, but. Okay, from here, you're gonna start to rock back on your tailbone. And to the best of your ability, you're gonna reach down and you're gonna grab under, yep, just like that.
Okay.
Now, from here, if you're noticing that you're having a hard time balancing, drop one foot down to the earth to help keep your balance, and then you're gonna start to kick that other foot up to the sky, here. Coming into like a modified seal, there you go. Now, your left arm should be pressing into the left leg, and the left leg is kind of pressing back to the best of your ability. If you're able to raise both up and meet your toes together, and then create that activation, that compression in the arms and the legs, trying to keep your chest as tall as possible, focusing on your breath. If you have to drop one foot, you're there for balance. It's totally normal. Maybe 2 more deep breaths here. Excellent. Go ahead and let it go back down to the earth. Bringing the soles of those feet together. And you're going to start to lean forward. Now, your feet can be as close or as far away as you want them. You might have to adjust just to feel the distance, whatever. You're going to notice a different stretch, okay? And we're going to start to hinge forward like you're trying to peer over the edge of your feet to see something really great down there, like the ocean. I don't know what you want to see, clouds, rainbows, unicorns, any of those things, right? Just create this nice deep stretch here. Excellent. Go ahead and sit back up. Now we're moving into our boats. Go ahead and plant the feet in front of you, and you can take your hands and very gently rest them down next to your hips. And we're going to start to bring the feet up to a tabletop position. Now, if this here is too much, again, you could tap the toes down to the earth, but we should start to feel a little warming up here in our abdomen area. If you're able to advance it, if you want to advance it, you can bring the arms out long in front of you. And then if you're super flexible, you can send the legs out tall as well. Yeah, my thighs are burning.
I just start shaking.
Yep, that's fine.
Because I'm not used to doing it.
That's okay.
Ugh.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
All right, now from here, I'm gonna challenge you again. If those hands are down on the earth, this may help. You're gonna go ahead and rock back onto your elbows, and then you're gonna start to bring the legs out long in front of you, your version. If you have to drop one leg for support and only do one at a time, that's fine, too. Coming into whatever your version of low boat is. 2 more breaths. And then rising back up into your version of high boat. And again, use those hands to get there. Very good, very good. Perfect. All right, go ahead and drop the toes down to the earth. We're gonna come into a Russian twist here. So for your Russian twist, I want you to send your arms out long in front of you. And I want you to put your hands together and then just rotate off to the right-hand side of your mat. So that's where it first starts. It's rotating from that thoracic spine, that middle spine here. Now from here, as long as your obliques are activated, you can stay here. You can start to lean back. Maybe that activates them more. Again, if you want the advancement, you can start to bring the feet up off or even straighten the legs out all the way. It's finding whatever is calling to you today. Okay, maybe we just tap the toes and lean back. That might be good enough.
Do you feel it in your back at all?
A little bit, yeah. And if you start to feel it too much, just sit up a little bit more. So we don't want to put that strain in the low back. We're working those obliques and they wrap all the way around that midsection there. Go ahead and send it back up to the center, finding that cobbler's pose again with the soles together. This time I want you to round. Just let yourself fall heavy over the feet, relaxing.
My body doesn't go that far down.
Right. It'll get there in time. The open hips. Don't worry, my husband does it and his knees are like way up here and I'm like, sir.
Men don't seem flexible.
No. All right, now we're gonna do Russian twist on the other side. So go ahead and plant those feet again. Arms out long, bring them together. Rotate off to the left side of the mat this time. And then find your version, whatever that looks like. If you wanna lean back further, keep it upright, bring the feet up, whatever's working best for your body today. Starting small so we can build to bigger things. Two more deep breaths. Excellent job. Go ahead and let it go. All right, from here, go ahead and scoot forward a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and roll ourselves all the way down to the mat. Coming into a supine position. Go ahead and get comfortable, wiggle around a little bit if you need to. We're gonna start with the knees bent, feet planted on the mat, and we're just gonna windshield wiper those knees back and forth. And when you're ready, you're gonna let the knees, just fall over to the right side of the mat, coming into a deep twist. If you wanna deepen it, you can send the arms out like a T position, and then look to the left. And you start to feel a little stretch in the right arm. You can do that. Do like a supine twist. Your next inhale, if you need to reach down and grab your knees, go ahead and bring them back through center, and then allow them to fall off to the left side of the mat. And again, you can take the variation of sending the arms out to a T and looking to the right. you help guide your knees back into center. We're gonna send the legs out long, coming into our Shavasana, letting them fall open to the sides. And then with your hands, you can bring them down to the sides of your body, or you can place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, whatever's calling to you today. Go ahead and close your eyes and relax into the earth, and trust that I will guide you out at the end of our Shavasana. Start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Just bringing some awareness back into them. Maybe roll out the ankles and the wrist. Starting to feel movement in the legs and the arms. If the eyes are closed, we're going to go ahead and open them. And when you're ready, you're very gently going to roll to the side of your mat. Nice and slow. Just pause here for a minute. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and use your arms to push yourself back up into a seated position. Pausing just to notice how you feel. And when you're ready, you're going to bring the hands together into heart center. Bring them up to the third eye, which is your forehead. And then thank yourself for showing up today. And I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you.
Thanks. That was excellent.